Okay. And back to 1700. Really have to hold the damn brakes in on this one, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Oil pressure is in the green. Oil temperature is in the green. Vacuum gauge or suction. Can you call that no more? Normal, I guess, for the suction.
Do what now?
Call the suction normal. I mean, I'm not really sure what the normal would be on that.
It should have a green arc, but anywhere between 4 and 6 is fine.
Okay. Alright, then ambient circlet to the right.
5's about the best, but...
To the right. To both. Left. Never drop. Right to both. Okay. We'll do our idle check. And she idles.
And the carb heat, I mean, you're not going to find icing down here, I'm sure, ever.
Right.
But it can happen up to, I think it's like degrees. And as low as like 20% humidity.
So you always want to just pull it just in case?
I would. Yeah, I mean, because you want to also make sure it's working mechanically.
Right. Yeah.
And that valve moves and you get the draw. So you know it will work. Should we get some icing?
I gotcha. Alright, flight instruments. Airspeed indicator is showing 0, so we're not pointing into the wind. Our attitude indicator is level. Our altimeter needs to be set to 3001. Okay. Right there on the edge. Our coordinator, no red flags, fluid in the ball. Our directional gyro at straight north. Alright, and vert speed showing 0. Flight instruments are set. And flaps doing a normal takeoff.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Doing a normal takeoff. And then after that, doors, windows, latch, seatbelt secured, and we'll call up for clearance for takeoff. Good back there?
I'm good.
Okay. Alright, well, let's get on over there. Stop right here. Alright.
Oh, yeah, check your frequency.
Oh yeah. I just need to switch it. Actually, I need to switch it.
Runway 13 out of service.
Oh, it needs to be 118.9?
3.
118.3.
Once you switch that to the active, I'll give you departure.
Okay. Do we need to set our departure on there as well?
I would. 119.5. That way, it's just a push of the button when we have such a high workload during the takeoff.
Right.
Alright. And then, what do y'all use? Lights, camera, action? Yep. Okay, good.
Emerald Tower, this is Skyhawk 75704, holding short at runway 4 at Alpha, ready for takeoff.
System 704, Emerald Tower, proceed on course, runway 4 at Alpha, wind 12010, clear for takeoff.
Roger, clear for takeoff for Skyhawk 75704, and we'll remain on course. Alright, so we'll do our... We don't need lights. Landing. Camera. And clear on final, clear down the run.
You're good. Keep going. Did you notice anything about the landing light when you did your... Okay. I'll let you take off without talking.
Okay.
Final's clear?
Yep.
Alright. Sure hope we have enough runway.
Yeah, God.
Only 8,000 feet left. Okay, stereo cockpit.
to the floor, yes. Throttle full. Airspeed alive. And there's 60 knots.
There we go. Yeah, the wind was coming a little bit from the right side.
Yep.
No,
I was trying to crab for it, but I just really didn't.
well, don't we use ailerons, right?
Yeah.
Roll towards, okay. The tailwind's actually very unique. A tailwind with like a quarter-inch tailwind on a takeoff.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever done one before. I think this is my first one.
Cessna 704, call departure, have a good flight.
Contact departure for 75704, good day. I believe they cleared us already.
Yeah, that's odd.
Yeah. Annual departure, this is 75704. Just took off on our upwind off of runway 4 with you climbing at 4,000 up to 5,000.
5704, departure, radar contact.
Alright, a couple things. They told us we could turn on course. Let's go ahead and set up flying to Pantex.
Yeah.
Take a right turn to the south.
Alright.
I don't like Pantex. Pantex scares me.
Yeah.
Do you have the plug-in for your, Oh, man.
Yep, so all the audio will be on there too.
Okay, no potty mouth.
23 Yankee.
Trade 23 Yankee approach.
Yes, sir. We're headed back to trade wind.
Doing good back there?
Run report, trade report.
Now, what do these two knobs do on each side?
They are your volume for each side of the headphones.
Okay, just want to make sure.
15.
23 Yankee Day.
Alright. But, let's keep going towards, let's go to the south.
Okay.
We had a very modest climb.
Yes.
You know, a nice cruise climb, not get in over rotate, get us close to a stall. Looks like you're using, you know, about the appropriate amount of rudder.
Yeah.
As much as you can, given the turbulence, you know.
Oh, yeah.
So, now with departure, I recommend checking on with them. Just state your current altitude and what altitude you're going to.
Right.
That's about all they care for. Everything else they can see.
Okay.
4,000 for 5,000. But it was a good call. It's better to give too much than not enough.
Right.
Oh man, these headphones are like clamps.
Yeah. I'm so glad I got my own headset after a while, man. I can't take the schools anymore. I'd come back and have a huge headache every time.
I would take these glasses off. That helps a little bit.
Yeah.
All right. Let's go a little higher than 5,000. Let's go ahead and go up to 6.
Alright.
Now, do you know what's the lowest altitude you can do, say, stalls or slow flight or steep turns at?
1,000 above the traffic, is that right? Or
1,500 feet above ground level.
okay.
So about 3,600 plus 15 gives you 51. We need to be able to accomplish the maneuver before we reach 5,100, say in a stall. So
Alright. I say we usually go up to 6,000 on that.
oh, I agree. I agree.
Yeah. Ooh, little turbulence.
Little.
So we'll go to that. Cruise 23 to 24. We're not really cruising while we're climbing. Throttle full. Lights already off. Oh yeah, what was the issue with the landing light?
It's actually cracked.
Oh, is it?
Until they replace it, just to prevent anything, should electrical something,
Oh yeah.
I just turned the power off to it.
I got you.
So it's not such a big deal because we're not flying at night, but it's technically, well, I don't. I've been turning it off.
Not really a big deal during the day or so.
can you pitch for 60 knots? Let's see how that looks out in front.
Cherokee 23 Yankee, Tradewood Airport's 12 o'clock.
And
6 miles port time.
let's turn, let's pick something towards the south. Southeast. Something to the south to fly to. Like maybe parallel these roads?
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Cherokee 23 Yankee, radar service terminal, squawk VFR for
I'm sorry, I'm giving you two things at once.
Thanks.
Change your heading, and we'll go past 6. I'll wait to get this 60 knot climb done. Once we hit 60 knots, all nice and trimmed. Let me ask you, trim for a pitch or an airspeed?
I usually do it for pitch.
Okay. I will argue with you.
Okay.
Trim for 60 knots.
60.
Or trim for this pitch that maintains 60 knots.
Okay.
And I believe you're letting your left turning tendencies change your heading.
Yes.
That ball's a little bit out to the right of its age, if you will. And we are not lined up with these roads. That's one easy way to tell.
Yeah. Almost went to a stall there.
Push a little bit more on that right rudder.
Go on the right.
There we go. Now I feel like I'm stuck straight down in my seat. That's better. Yeah, in a very slow climb like this, or stall recovery, slow flight, this is the right rudder you're going to see.
2931, you have a good
okay, you're all nice and trimmed for this pitch. My controls?
Good control.
My controls?
Sir, sorry, out of...
It's maintaining it. Now I will argue...
090 heading.
2931, direct heat.
Why did the pitch drop?
On a grade 6 arrival.
What's that?
I will argue with you, why did the pitch drop if you trim for that pitch?
Yeah.
Southwest,
I got you.
2931.
Whoa. That's a canyon in front of us?
Yeah.
Paladuro?
Wow.
The elevator trim tab is designed to keep a certain airflow over it. If you'll use trim for airspeed, and I'll show you a reason, like a demonstration, if you don't mind.
Yeah.
You have to be very docile, or else the inertia will take over and it ruins the whole thing. Alright, we're about level. And let me see what we're holding. About 90 knots is what it's going to end up being. 90, 95. All nice and trimmed, alright. And we are just... This may not work with the thermals I'm hitting. There we go. Alright, nice and trimmed for, let's say it is 95 knots. Okay. I'm going to add a little bit of throttle slowly and just watch what happens with the pitch. Pitch is supposed to come up a little bit. It's climbing, but it's still maintaining about 95 knots.
Yeah.
The same thing happens if you slowly walk the throttle out. Back to that starting RPM, she'll be in a level pitch attitude. We'll hold altitude, a nice level off. Reduce the throttle below where we started. Trim is still going to try to carry that same speed. 95 knots in a descent. Now if you just jerk the yoke out, you'll see the nose just falls, that inertia, that pitching down moment, if you will, takes over and you build way too much speed. Now that I'm done goofing off. Do you see what I mean?
Yeah.
Southwest 2931, contact Albuquerque Center, 127.85.
2785, you have a great rest
Door
of your
controls?
weekend. Southwest,
My controls.
Door controls? Alright. Let us take, you know where River Falls is at, correct?
Yes. Just right off the canyon over there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why don't we, you remember Steep Turns?
Yeah, somewhat.
Right, correction, that's not on there. I'll let you just show me what you've learned, and then should any adjustments be made, we'll go over it after.
Okay.
But I'll have you. I'll let you perform slow flight at your own pace. I'll just sit here and watch.
Slow flight? Oh, jeez. Okay.
Now, if you need a review, then we'll do it. But if you remember it well and just want to go through with the maneuver, you can. Either way.
Slow flight, I don't, honestly.
Okay.
We did it one time, and that was it.
Okay. All right. Well, do you want me to walk you through, or do you want to see it done first?
Yeah, just run me through it. I bet I'll start remembering it after a while.
All right.
I could get 1.6 or 1.
What I'd like,
I'm sorry.
pitch up just a hair. Let's hold 6,500.
For your choice.
1.3, please, thanks.
And before we do any maneuver, be sure to do your clearing turns. It's a 90-degree turn to the left, and then another one to the right, or just a 180-degree turn. Fine.
All right.
I'll let you go ahead and accomplish that.
Okay. So let's turn up to the left here. Okay.
Don't see anybody under this wing.
No, not really. Body out here. Just back to the right.
Alright.
Must have had a really good tailwind on that.
No?
We were booking. Oh yeah, because it's blowing us this way, isn't it?
Are you talking about ground speed or airspeed?
Oh, airspeed.
Your pitch was poor.
Oh, okay.
You put it to a descent on the left turn and a climb on the right. Or the vice versa.
Right.
Vice versa. Yeah, you just weren't holding quite a level pitch. I find 2300, the nose is a little high and unusual for me. I'm used to cruise like 2500 RPM.
Yeah.
That's where it looks normal to me.